Santa Claus. I hope you don't think that I only write to you when I want something. It's just that I've been very busy all year. But to save time, perhaps I should give you my Christmas list now. I'd like a new toboggan, some skis and skates, a sled, new snow boots...
Do you think Santa Claus will be able to get all that down the chimney, Rupert?
Maybe you're right, Mum. There is one other thing I'd like, though.
What's that, dear?
Snow. We haven't had a single snowflake all winter. If it doesn't snow soon, I won't even be able to use skates or skis or a toboggan.
Well, you'd better put snow on the top of your list, then.
But the most important thing, Santa, could you please bring us some snow? It won't seem like Christmas without it.
There's no need to worry, Rupert. You'll get your snow. In fact, we're going to have a very white Christmas.
Are you sure, Dad?
Oh, yes. Just take a look at the barometer, son. It says right there, snow.
But that's what it's been saying for weeks.
The barometer is the one and only sure method of predicting the weather, Rupert. If the barometer says there will be snow, there will be snow tomorrow.
But it might be broken, Dad.
It's not broken.
Come along, Rupert. Good night, dear.
Night, Mum. What are you doing, Dad?
Extra cover, son.
But it's not cold.
It will be.
I can't move, Dad.
That's all right, son. You've got to save your energy for shoveling snow. Night, Rupert.
Night, Dad. My dad certainly has a lot of faith in that barometer. Maybe he's right. Maybe it will snow tomorrow. But it certainly feels hot tonight.
That's very strange. There should be snow. The barometer says there should be snow.
Maybe the barometer's broken, dear.
It's not broken. I've taken it apart and oiled and cleaned it.
And it still says snow.
That's right. So there should be snow.
Maybe it's just wrong.
The barometer is never wrong.
I hope you're right.
Don't you worry, Rupert. I'll bet you it snows 2 inches by the end of the day. And the loser shovels the snow for the rest of the winter.
Okay, Dad. But wait a minute. If you lose, there won't be any snow to shovel anyway.
Never mind the details, son.
Bye. I'm going out to enjoy this beautiful weather. I might even go for a swim.
Better take an ice pick along, son.
Honestly, you too.
This is one bet I really hope I lose. I can't imagine Christmas without snow.
Rupert!
It's the little cowboy. He's one of Santa's helpers. They're not all elves, you know. Hello!
Oh, thank my lucky spurs I found you. Santa Claus needs your help.
My help? What for?
All I know is that's something to do with your letter. But there's no time to lose, Rupert. Here, you take the reins.
Fly the plane? But I can't.
Now you're getting the hang of it, Rupert. Looky, there's Santa's castle. Sitting up on the clouds above the North Pole as pretty as a steaming pot of baked beans over a campfire. Okay, partner, take us in. Yahoo! Yep, with Christmas so close, we are busier than a herd of centipedes at a Saturday night dance.
I didn't know centipedes danced.
Only on Saturdays, Rupert. Now hurry on in. Santa's expecting you.
Well, I beg your pardon.
Pardon me, Santa?
That's more like it. What? Rupert! Hello!
Am I interrupting?
Not at all. I'm just having a bit of trouble with my newfangled contraption here.
What is it?
It's a mechanized electronic, a thingamabob. It's supposed to help me keep track of all the letters I get. The machine keeps a record of them somewhere inside there. And when I need to get one out, all I have to do is press this button and... Well, I haven't quite figured it out yet. I think for this Christmas I'll stick with the old reliable method.
You mean you memorize all the letters? But there must be thousands, millions.
Well, that's right, Rupert. But it's easy for me because I have a memory like, let's see. Well, I have an excellent memory. Now, what did you want to see me about?
You sent for me, Santa.
I did?
The little cowboy said it had something to do with my letter.
Oh, yes, of course. It's about the snow you wanted. Oh, you're not the only one who asked for it. It seems there's a serious shortage of snow this winter.
That's terrible.
You know how busy we are at this time of year. I can't spare a single helper. That's why I'm depending on you, Rupert. I want you to go to the weather station, talk to the clerk of the weather, and find out what's gone wrong. Did the little cowboy teach you to fly the plane?
Yes, he did.
Excellent. Now hurry, Rupert.
I'm on my way.
And Rupert, one last thing.
Yes, Santa? Be careful?
That's it, my boy. That's it.
Goodbye. Hello, Will.
Hello, Rupert. Good to see you again.
I need to speak to the clerk of the weather. It's very important.
I'm afraid he's not here, but as the #1 executive assistant to the clerk of the weather, I do most of the important work anyway. So, how can I assist you? You must be mistaken, Rupert. Not Chester, not Vale, Nutwood. Look, regular shipments of snow have been going to Nutwood for weeks now. As a matter of fact, you got 2 inches of snow just this morning.
But we didn't. We haven't seen a single snowflake all winter.
You must be mistaken.
But I'm not mistaken.
Either you're mistaken or I'm mistaken. I'm never mistaken, so you must be mistaken. Look over here at the Central Weather Monitoring System. Not one of the warning lights has come on. Proof positive that nothing is amiss and that you must be mistaken.
But it's not plugged in.
Oh my gosh! Red alert! Mayday! Ah! Problem at the North Pole!
What is it?
You don't know what the North Pole is?
Of course I do. I mean, what's the problem?
We send the clouds from here to the North Pole where they pick up the snow. Then they go on from there to the appointed destinations. But all the snow clouds seem to be stuck over the North Pole.
It's like a traffic jam. And that's why no one has had any snow this year.
Oh, this is all my assistant's fault.
You don't have an assistant.
Exactly. If I had an assistant, he would have plugged this thing in and none of this would have happened. Rupert, we've got to go to the North Pole and sort this out before the clerk of the weather gets back. If we don't, he'll fire my assistant for sure.
But you don't have...
I do now. Let's go. To the right. No. To the left. Yes. That's it. No. Sorry. Right again. No, left. Right.
What's wrong?
The compass can't seem to decide which way is north.
There's lots of snow clouds here, and there's Santa's castle. So the North Pole should be directly below. Hang on, Will! Maybe we should have a look at the map just to be on the safe side.
Good thinking, Rupert. The North Pole should be just on the other side of that mountain.
That mountain?
No! That mountain! Whoa!
Hello, Rupert.
Uncle Polar.
He's your uncle?
How nice of you to drop in. Although I would have preferred it if you'd parked the plane outside.
I really appreciate your help, Uncle Polar.
Well, Rupert, whenever a relative in a small plane unexpectedly crashes into my igloo, I'm always more than happy to lend assistance. Now, the North Pole is...
There's lots of snow around here. That means we must be very close to the North Pole.
Why, yes, Will. The North
According
Pole
to
is...
the compass, the North Pole is due north, this way.
But
According to the map, the North Pole is this way.
according to the polar bear, you're both wrong. It's just over this ridge.
I knew that.
Gentlemen, the North Pole. It's gone!
Someone's stolen the North Pole.
Where has it gone? Where is that dag-nab, dog-gun, thrickled, bixted, bug, snapping, bee, waxen, pickpocket, Ford, Gordon, snaggle, dag-nab? Aha! I've got it! I've got it, dear! I've got it!
I'm beginning to think you've got something.
This is terrible. What good is the North Pole without a pole? Without a pole, the North Pole would just be north.
And a polar bear would just be bear.
Don't worry, you two will find it. Somehow. Hey! Look at this hole in the ice!
Just step around it, Rupert. We've got more important things to worry about than a hole in the ice.
Don't you see, Will? It looks as if this hole was made by a very large object coming up from below.
A large object? You mean like a boot?
Or something slightly larger than a boot, like a submarine.
Yes!
A submarine is definitely larger than a boot, depending on the size of the foot, of course.
So all we have to do is follow it.
How can you follow a submarine? Now, if it was a boot, at least there would be boot prints.
Will, if this submarine is carrying the North Pole, we can use the compass. It isn't broken, it's been pointing to the North Pole all along. That submarine has to surface sometime, and when it does, we'll be waiting.
Those pole thieves are zigzagging all over the place. I'll bet they know we're following them. I'll bet they're just trying to make us dizzy. Well, it's not going to work. Whoa, it's working.
Oh, no.
The compass is pointing straight out to sea.
We're stuck.
Actually, we're unstuck.
At least we're still moving.
Yes, but the submarine is going one way, and we're going the other.
I guess we might as well give up.
If we just put our heads together, we'll think of something.
Okay, let's think. Have you thought of anything yet?
Not yet.
Me neither. Now?
No.
How about you, Uncle Polar? Have you thought... Whoa! Good thinking!
Dratted fog. Unless that submarine surfaces right beside us, we'll never see it.
Now what's wrong?
You don't suppose it means the submarine is...
I suppose it might mean that.
What? Suppose what? Mean what? You mean you don't suppose it means...
We almost had them.
You mean they almost had us?
Uh-oh, it's happening again.
Is it a submarine? Ha! I told you it was a boot. Whale!
You don't suppose Rupert really went swimming, do you?
Of course not. It's much too cold for that. Look, here come the snow clouds. Right on schedule. I must admit, they are rather low-lying.
Listen, Rupert. When I agreed to help you find the snow, I had absolutely no intention of setting foot inside a whale.
I didn't exactly plan it this way, Will.
Well, I hope you're planning how to get us out.
I hope it's not the hard way.
Look!
The North Pole.
It wasn't a submarine. We've been chasing this whale all along. It's stuck. We've got it.
Well done, lads.
Yes, it's very nice that we have the North Pole back, but I don't see how it's going to make spending the rest of our lives inside a whale's mouth any more palatable.
Don't worry, Will. I don't think we're going to be here for long.
No?
It's going to swallow!
That's much better. Ever since I swallowed that candy stick, I've had the most hideous toothache.
Candy stick? But this isn't a candy stick. It's the North Pole.
The North Pole? Oh, silly me. Well, you know whales. Sweet tooth the size of a tour bus.
You mean whales like sweets?
Whales love sweets. Everybody knows that.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Everybody knows that.
And whom do I have to thank for relieving me of such horrible discomfort?
The name's Will, #1 executive assistant to the weather clerk.
Oh, my. That sounds very important.
Well, yes, actually. And these are my assistants, Rupert and his Uncle Polar.
How fortunate to have met you all.
It was very nearly unfortunate for us.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I needed your little piece of ice for my toothache. I didn't realize it was occupied. I suppose I should have gaped before I gulped. Now I owe you a whale of a favor. So if there's anything at all I can do...
As a matter of fact... We did it! It's working!
The snow clouds are headed south, Rupert. Looks like it'll be a white Christmas after all.
There!
Warning to all whales. The #1 executive assistant to the clerk of the weather has determined that swallowing the North Pole can be hazardous to your health. This is not a candy stick.
Good thinking, Will.
Oh, it was nothing, really. You see, whales love sweets. Everybody knows that.
I didn't know that. Did you know that, Rupert?
Of course, Santa. Everybody knows that.
Well, I didn't know that.
trails, Rupert!
Thanks for the lift!
Hello, son.
Hello, Dad. What are you doing? You won the bet. I'm supposed to be shoveling the snow.
But I bet it would snow 2 inches, not 2 feet.
So I suppose we were both wrong.
No, we were both right.
I'm just glad we finally got snow.
Me too, son. It wouldn't be like Christmas without snow. Where did you get the parachute, son?
It's a long story, Dad.